If you missed the conversation we had yesterday in the later part of the 7 o'clock hour, you missed a conversation with Proton. I would encourage you to go check that out. He was a captain in the Navy, flying jets after being on a nuclear submarine, hence he gets the call sign Proton. But he also helped with the most recent Top Gun movie, which is a pretty awesome story. He chatted with us yesterday on his way to Springfield, where he visited with about 150 school kids out at the movie theater here in Springfield. And it was a pretty cool event that the Illinois Manufacturers Association put together at that movie theater, where about 150 kids showed up to hear from Proton, but also to watch the movie, the latest Top Gun movie with Tom Cruise. So I stopped out there to talk with the various stakeholders involved in that, including Proton himself. You had Jennifer Gill from Springfield District 186, a student there as part of the 150 that were set to watch the movie and hear from Proton, and even the Illinois Manufacturers Association's Mark Denzler there to talk about the importance of this outreach and how we can inspire kids more to focus on STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on WMAY, and here's what Mark Denzler had to say from the Illinois Manufacturers Association yesterday at the movie theater here in Springfield.
So we're celebrating Manufacturing Month in October. We're so pleased to partner with Boeing today, the Springfield School Districts, the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce, to bring Proton up to talk about the importance of STEM education, to hear Passion, who you're going to hear from, who's got a very bright future and interested in studying engineering. But it's a great opportunity to us to showcase the amazing careers that are available in manufacturing today, and none are greater than what Boeing offers and the amazing aircraft that they make, not only providing for our economy but also for our nation's defense. So we're really thrilled to be able to partner and bring in 150 Springfield School District kids for them to hear directly from Proton about the importance of STEM education and careers that are available in manufacturing today.
Again, Mark Denzler with the Manufacturers Association laying out what was going on at the movie theater. And then we get a chance to hear from the student who was there from a local high school to talk about why she is interested in engineering. And actually, she's not made her mind up yet as to what she wants to do, but that's expected from a senior in high school. Here's what this student had to say.
So I'm just really, really excited.
No, that's not the students. Let's instead go over here. Here's Passion Hood, a student, and we'll get this lined up for you from yesterday at the movie theater.
My background, I am a student at Springfield Southeast High School. I would say, I've been hopping from schools for a while, but that's where I found my education, my passion, ironically, passion in education. I lost my mother at age, 13 in 2018, and so that kind of sparked my love for engineering and stuff like that, just because I know she would want me to be present in engineering and things like that at my school. So I found interest in aerospace engineering, and then it was chemical engineering, and then it was computer science. So we're applying to colleges right now, and we're seeing how that goes. I got accepted to Mizzou and SIU Carbondale, and I'm applying to Purdue and U of I and all those big names like Stanford, but we'll see how my future goes.
And you could hear that, again, she likes engineering, just not sure what, chemical, mechanical, computer, which is best. And we'll actually hear about what Proton's suggestions are. But Proton was there, Captain McLaughlin from the U.S. Navy. He helped with the latest Top Gun movie, there to talk to kids about the importance of STEM education here in Illinois, making that stop at the movie theater here in Springfield. Again, Proton, everybody.
So I'm just really, really excited to be here to be a part of this event. It's been a career in STEM, essentially. Before I was an F-18 pilot. I was a nuclear engineer, so I spent the last pretty much my entire adulthood being deeply involved in STEM and the future. The future of our nation, the future of the world is directly tied to the kids today who are involved and engaged in STEM, and like people like Passion who are going to go off and make a difference in the world. So it's a really, really good opportunity, and I'm very excited to be here to talk to these young men and women about their futures.
So what about the ultimate takeaway? What should these kids take away from the discussion that Proton's had with them yesterday after watching Top Gun, a movie that practically everybody in America, except for me, has seen?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that there's opportunity in pretty much any field that they choose to pursue. Life is about obstacles, and it doesn't really matter what endeavor you choose to go down. There are always going to be things in front of you, but if you set a path, set a goal, don't take no for an answer, do it respectfully, continue to work towards your desires and dreams, that truly anything is possible. I'm the perfect example of that, and I was very, very blessed to be around hundreds and thousands of people that believe that same thing and fought their way to do what they want to do. And I think today, between the movie and the discussion with the young men and women inside, hopefully we'll be able to convey that.
So yesterday they watched the movie after hearing from Proton. I hope that a bunch of kids were inspired. And speaking of inspiration, Proton worked on Top Gun, the most recent movie coming out. And it was actually 10 years in the making, believe that or not. It just kept things happening and didn't really fully materialize. And he talked a little bit about that and how it was just an incredible process to finally get this thing off the ground, so to speak, but taking part in that through being a liaison of sorts from Boeing to Hollywood and so on. Interesting to hear a little bit of behind the scenes. But I asked him, I said, hey, well, that's the new Top Gun movie. What about the first Top Gun movie? When that first came out, was that something that inspired you as a kid?
1986, a senior in high school is when the movie Top Gun came out, so there's some symmetry here. Certainly it inspired me. It inspired men and women of my generation that were interested in flying. That movie and this movie, they're very different. No spoiler alerts for anybody who hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it, you're probably the last person in America who hasn't seen it. But it absolutely an inspiration to be involved in naval aviation in any way, shape, or form. And it continues to inspire both this movie as well as the original.
And what was fascinating is Springfield School Superintendent Jennifer Gill was standing right aside Proton there yesterday. And she as well had to reminisce a bit because she also was in high school when the first Top Gun movie came out. Funny to kind of hear these reflections from 30 years ago of people looking back and seeing how they may have been inspired by a big blockbuster Hollywood movie like Top Gun.
I mean, I'm pretty excited. When you mentioned 1986, that was my senior year of high school, and now I'm here with other seniors in high school, letting them watch the same movie in 86. I know. Awesome years, and I couldn't be more excited to be here. And, you know, our goal in Springfield District 186 is to provide opportunities for students to see the world beyond them, and we couldn't be more proud to have our Chamber of Commerce who build opportunities for our students to have career path explorations and opportunities. We want to make sure that our students see the world, but we also want to make sure they're prepared to come back here and work in the industries that we have in and around Springfield to build our economic growth. So it's an exciting day, and yeah, I guess it's a full circle, Proton. I know. The 80s, they're coming back.
The 80s, they're coming back. I don't know if everybody wants that. Some of you are probably longing for that. If we could please make sure that the positive parts of the 80s come back and we can do without any of the negative parts of the 80s. Like, we don't need any more perms, do we? More Top Gun, less perms. That should have been the story of yesterday.